Alright, yeah, and welcome to day 6 of Blazing Storm versus the OU tier. And yep, let's just get on with the games. Here's our first matchup here. We got some massive threats, being Great Tusk, Garganacl, such a massive threat into our team. Dragapult, Corviknight, Rillaboom, and another massive threat being the Primarina. So, who do I think they're going to lead off with? Definitely could see the Garganacl as a lead. It could also see the Great Tusk or even maybe the Primarina. So I'm going to lead off with Cannon. As they do lead off with Garganacl, just go for the nice Hydro, Steam, and unfortunately get the miss. As they will opt to go for the Solid Cure and then the Protect. And we need to get some massive damage off. Does mean that the Primarina is going to be a massive threat into us. And they will switch out into Rillaboom. Do we at least get the burn? Yes, we do. So we will just go into Phoenix here and then get off a nice U-turn. As they opt to go to U-turn back into Garganacl, we can just go for our own U-turn into Cannon. And they will opt to go for the Salt Cure. So we will go to Cinder here. And honestly, I am just going to substitute. As they will opt to Solid Cure again. We force in the Primarina, which is fantastic for us. We can just go for the Sludge Wave, get some massive damage off, as they will go for the save and break our sub, but that's completely fine because we can just go for Sludge Wave again as they do Terra Steel. Which is actually great for us. I know it looks like a really bad situation at the moment. But we still have Mufasa, and we still could Electro Ball on Messi. I'm just going to go into Messi here and just go for the Flamethrower, as they are definitely most likely go switch out. Garganacl is such a massive threat. I might need to put COVID Cloak on him in the future just because of the last 2 days. So I don't want to make any changes now. But definitely we'll put probably COVID Cloak on our Mufasa for the future. As we do get the KO with the Primarina, which is fantastic for us. They could go into Garganacl here, as they will do. We can get off the Electro Ball, see how much damage we are doing. We barely do that much, as they will just opt to go for the Soul Cure. We can now just go for the U-turn into Mufasa here and try get a couple of Dragon Dancers off. We will get another Dragon Dance off and then go for the Morning Sun on the Protect, as they will just go into Great Tusk. We can just go into Phoenix here, as they will opt to Headlong Rush. We can just go for the Flamethrower, get some nice damage off. They will opt to go for the knockoff, which does make sense. We can just go for the Roost here, as they will go back into Garganacl. We can just go for the U-turn into Mufasa, then go into Messi, as they opt to go into Dragapult, which I did not see coming. Go for the Core Change here, and we do not take the Shadow Ball. And I think this is our, I think we have lost this game, unfortunately. And we can just go for Shadow Sneak. We don't get the KO, and yeah, that will just be game, especially with our Phoenix taking Stealth Rock. So GG, unfortunately we lost the first one, and let's keep on going. Our next matchup here, we have Dragapult, Hyga Apple, Roaring Moon, Deoxys Speed, Skarmory, and the Galarian Slowking. Definitely massive threats against Dragapult just because it outspeeds our entire team. Hyga Apple, not that, I don't think it's going to be that threatening, but we never know. And Roaring Moon especially. They are most likely going to lead off with the Optic Speed here, so I'm going to lead off with Cannon. As they do lead off with the Optic Speed. I don't think this would be the Hazard Monlight, as they will just go for the knockoff. And we get the KO, which is awesome. So yeah, I think the Stealth Rock Pokemon, if it still has it, would be Skarmory. And we don't see the Photosynthesis, so this is most likely Choice Banded. So we just go into Phoenix here in case they have the Earthquake, which they will go for. We go for the U-turn. Yeah, I think that's definitely a choice banded. As they do bring in Galarian Slowking, we could go into Cinder here. Because the only thing that Galarian Slowking can do is Focusite, and we resist the Sludge Bomb and the Flamethrower. So we will just go for a Fiery Dance here, see how much we're doing, hoping for a special attack buff, but we do not get it. We do force a switch out into No Advice, which is definitely an Infiltrator. Definitely want to keep Cinder around. Just go maybe into Cannon, as it reveals to be physical. I don't know if it's choice banded or not. It's not, but it does seem a very physical mon. So we got our Phoenix to help with that, as they will just go into Hariyapple. We could go into Mufasa here, Telefairy. We could also just go back into Cinder. But they definitely are kind of air power. So I'm just going to go into Phoenix, try to get a Flamethrower off. Try to do a little damage to Hariyapple. It's definitely going to be Regenerator. So we could also go for the nice U-turn here, as they do bring in Galarian Slowking. We will do a tiny bit of damage. We can just go for the U-turn here, back into Cinder. As they will opt to go for the Focusite, we can just safely go under Sub again. As they most likely go back into Dragapult, we have to go into Phoenix here. As they do opt to go for the Dragon Dart and the Focusite as well. Very, very hard to play around the Focusite. And they will KO us with another Dragon Dart, which is very unfortunate. I'm actually going to go into Kurita here, go for the Swords Dance, because we do have Shadow Sneak. And if they attack us, we also are double speed as well. But they will opt to go for the Dragon Darts. I don't think they can KO, which will be massive. We can just go for the Swords Dance here, and then go straight for the Shadow Sneak. No reason not to, or the Poltergeist. And we missed the Poltergeist. Ow. That's so unfortunate. And they bring out Roaring Moon. We can Telefairy here and go for the Bitter Blade. I think that's our best option, just in case they went for the Dragon type move. Did they? No, they just went for the Earthquake. They get the KO, which is so unfortunate, because yeah, I think this is another loss because of that miss. I should have just went for Shadow Sneak. We can just set up a Dragon Dance here, go for the Morning Sun. And yeah, go for the Morning Sun again. No, we can just go for another Dragon Dance as they Teleground. And yeah, this is GG, unfortunately. Oh yeah, as they will opt to go for the Roost. Oh, it's not choice band. And our only hope is Cinder, but they are faster. GG, unfortunately we missed it. We would have got a KO. Could have done a lot better that game, unfortunately, and let's continue. Here's our next matchup here. Very interesting to see Keldeo. We don't normally see that mon quite often. We probably need Cannon Live, especially for that. Same with the Almoa actually. And the rest of the mons are Rillaboom, Galarian, Slowking again, Landorus and Corviknight. Who do I think they're going to lead off with? I think it will be the Landorus, so I'm going to lead off the Phoenix. Go for the Will-O-Wisp, as they will opt to go for the Stealth Rock, which is completely fine. The most likely special, we can just go for the U-turn here. I'm guessing either Focusite or the Sludge Wave. No, Thunder Wave. Did not expect that. So we see Thunder Wave. We're just gonna go under a sub here. We should still be faster, as they will now opt to go for the Focusite. We unfortunately get fully powered. And we can just go for the Sludge Wave. We get fully powered again, and the Focusite going to take us out. So we're in a really, really rough start here. We just gotta make sure that Landorus does not get an opportunity to get another set of Stealth Rocks, as they will just go into Keldeo. We can just go into Cannon here, as they will opt to just go for Sacred Sword. That does a lot of damage to us. I'm just going to Teferi straight away, as they will opt to go for another Sacred Sword. It could be Choice Specs with that damage, as they reveal to be leftovers. So I'm just going to go for Steam Eruption, just in case they try to bring out Landorus. But again, Kirito, if we set up at the right time, looks amazing, but we really need to wear down the Alomoa, as they reveal to be Carmine as well, which really doesn't help, as they will go for another Sacred Sword. But yeah, we're in a very rough situation. But we can go into, I think we have to go into Cinderace here and hope the Electro Ball does enough damage to take it out, as we force the switch out and we barely miss out on the KO there. But we will now just go for U-turn. Okay, we're just going to go for another Electro Ball. Having that very lowered is very good for us. We could go into Mufasa here actually. Go for a couple of Dragon Dancers, as they reveal the Air Power yet. And unfortunately to get the special defense drop, which is very unfortunate. So we kinda are forced to Flare Blitz now. We can take one more hit, but then Flare Blitz recoil will kill us. So we will just opt to go for the Flare Blitz, and it reveals to be Rocky Helmet too. Next, I don't know who they would go into here. Galarian Slowking, which does make sense. We can just go for the Morning Sun, as they will opt to go for the Sludge Bomb. We can go off for a Flare Blitz here, barely miss out on the KO, as they will go for the Thunder Wave. We can just go for the Flare Blitz again and get the KO, which is fantastic. We have worn the team down quite a bit, but they will bring back in the Keldeo. We can just go for the Breaking Sweep here, but they will KO us with a Surf, which is very unfortunate. We could always bring back in Messi here, go for the Electro Ball. This should do quite a lot of damage to Corviknight. No, it's very special defensive. So I'm actually going to go Kirito here, hoping that they go for the Body Press or the Roost. Go for the Sword Dance, as they are definitely going to go for the U-turn. Oh no, so we can just Bitter Blade now. Get our HP back to full, and this could just be game from here. Which is fantastic if that's the case, as they will bring out Alomoa. But I don't think they're going to take a Poltergeist too well, and no, we get the KO. And we can just go for the Shadow Sneak. And yeah, that's GG. Very close to hit near the end. But having that Bitter Blade against the Corviknight, they taunted a bit too late. And yep, let's go into the next one. Smash up here, we have a massive threat in Ogerpon, Spring Form, Cinderace, Landorus, Kingambit, Anemoth, and Dragapult. Go lead off with Phoenix, predicting the Landorus. Could also see the Ogerpon, but Cannon can somewhat help with that. As they do lead off with Landorus, we're just going to go for the Flamethrower here, as they reveal Stone Edge. And wow, we actually take the hit pretty well. Definitely want to save Phoenix around, but I don't have a great switching into Stone Edge. So who would I go into here? I think Mufasa's a safe play. As we can take another one, so we can go for the Dragon Dance here. This is most likely Choice Scarf, or yeah, most likely Choice Scarf, as they will go into the Anemoth. And we can go for the Flare Blitz here, or the Morning Sun. I'm going to go for the Morning Sun, as they do opt to go for the Air Power. We can just go for the Flare Blitz and get the early KO, which is fantastic. And we are a bit on the low side, as they will go back into Landorus, which tells me it's Choice Scarf. So it'd be an excellent way to scout this out, but they could also miss their stone eggs too, and yep, that's Chloe Scarf. As we do get some nice damage on the Cinderace too. So we can go into Cinder here, I'll say, and go for the substitute. Either predicting a Sucker Punch or the U-turn, yeah. And now we can just go for the Sludge Wave, get the KO, and we're nicely under sub, but Dragapult can definitely come in here. But we need to scout what type of set Dragapult is. Oh no, Ogerpon does. So Ogerpon is definitely go Tail Water here. Yep. Get the special defense boost. We do get nice damage off on the Sludge Wave. We can just go into Cannon now. And honestly, just go for the Steam Eruption, hoping for the burn. Most likely go for Switch out here, or to go try Swords Dance or Horn Leech. Definitely could see that being an option. So happy Phoenix is still around because of Kingambit. As long as we get a Roost off on Kingambit, we should not be that worried about it. But we still got the Focus Sash on Kirito as well. As they will opt to go for the Horn Leech, which does make sense. Can we get the burn? No. Can we get the burn? We have a couple of chances to get the burn here. And no, we unfortunately don't. I do not. I think I'll have to let Phoenix go here. Yeah, I'm gonna let Phoenix go 2 down to the Horn Leech. Hope to get the Flame Body. No, we do not. We are faster with our Messi. We can go for the Electro Ball. It's not going to do too much damage though. Yeah, we barely miss out, as they will go for the Agricultural, get the KO. And we have to go into Kirito here and try and win right now. So we will go for the Swords Dance, as they will opt to Agricultural. We do have the Bitter Blade. Get a bit of HP back. They are definitely going to bring in Kingambit. No, we do have the Shadow Sneak. As they are slashed themselves, unfortunately. So Kirito will go down. And we can just go into Cannon here. But and we need to Tera Fairy, just in case they want to go for the... Oh no, they switch out. So we get the Air Power off on Kingambit, which is fantastic for us. We can just go for Steam Eruption and get the KO. So, but now Landorus comes in and it KOs both our members, which is unfortunate. Close game though, GG. Did not expect the Chloe Scarf right there, and the Ogerpon was just a bit too much overwhelming for us to handle. Maybe I should have let Cannon go down at that point. But let's go into the next one, as we have our next matchup here, and again we have a massive threat being the Ogerpon. I might change Cannon's typing to like Poison maybe, just so we can resist like Horn Leech from the Ogerpon. But anyway, we have Hatterene, Darkrai, Gliscor, Heatran, Ogerpon, and Zamazenta. Massive threats, one being the Gliscor. Definitely massive threat. Same with the Ogerpon and same with the Heatran. So I'm going to lead off with Cannon here. As I do lead off with the Heatran, we can just go for the Air Power and get the KO hopefully. Again, Kirito does look great late game, as they do let Heatran go down, and they do set up the Stealth Rocks, which luckily do have Core Change. So that should not matter to us, especially now that the Stealth Rocket is down and out. I don't know who to go bring in here. They do just decide to bring in Hatterene. But we are very especially defensive bulk, but I'm going to go into Mufasa here. As they probably opt to go for the... Oh no, they go for the Fruit Site. So we can go for the Dragon Dance here. They might switch, they might stay in. They do decide to switch. We will go into Phoenix here, because we do have the heavy duty boots. We need to find a safe way in to bring in Messi. So we've already seen Fukusai at the moment as well, as they will opt to go for the Earthquake. We do take a lot of damage from the Fukusai, but we can just go for the Roost. They will go for Swords Dance. We can go for the Flamethrower. Oh, this is so scary. So we go for the Flamethrower again, and then we'll probably have to core change and try figure something out. As they predict us to Roost, or they predict the switch out there. So we'll just go for Flamethrower again, as they will go for the Protect. And get us KO'd with the Facade. We can now just go into Messi, go for the core change, and hopefully get a Flamethrower off. As they will opt to go for the Earthquake and get the quit. This is such a massive threat to the team. So we have to go into Cannon here, tell a Fairy to take the hit and go for Steam Walking. Massive threat, as they will just opt to go for the Protect again, which does make sense. Unfortunate that our Teller got forced, as they bring in Ogrebon, which I did not expect. Oh yeah, it also has Water Absorb. So we can just go for the Flamethrower here, as they will opt to go for the Trailblaze. So we get the Flamethrower off, and that is a 2-shot, as they do have the Power Whip. So we have to go Kirito here, and again it all comes down to this. But the Gliscor is more offensive, so we might be able to break it. And yeah, we do get our nice special attack buff. So that's always good. So we can just go for the Shadow Sneak here and get the KO. And we do have Bitter Blade for the Salmon Center. We do get the nice quit as well. This is most likely go for in Salmon Center. So yeah, the Salmon Center does come back. We do have the Bitter Blade here, and we do have Cinder for late game. So we'll get the Bitter Blade off. We don't get to full HP, and we do unfortunately go down to Le Crunch. We could see a switch out here, so I'm just going to go for the sub, just in case. They could also try to go for the Iron Defense. So let's see what they decide to do. They do just go for the Body Press. We will just go for the Fiery Dance, get a special attack buff, which is fantastic for us. And go for the Fiery Dance again. Do we get another special attack buff? No, we do not, unfortunately. And we do have Stealth Rock, so we do not need to worry about Focus Sash on any mon. They might bring in Hatterene here, and I'm going to go for the Fiery Dance, predicting the Terror. Because they haven't Terrored yet this game. Yes, they do Terror, but it's Water. Oh, I thought it would be Terror Fire. And we have to go into Mufasa now, and hope we can KO everything with Dragon Dance. As they will opt to go for the Fukusai, which is fine because we can just go for the Breaking Sweep now. Does quite a bit of damage, to be fair, as they will opt to go for the Draining Kiss. We will just go for another Breaking Sweep. We barely miss out on the KO. They will opt to go for another Draining Kiss. We can just go for the Morning Sun now, as they will just go for the Draining Kiss again, which is fine. We barely miss out on the KO here, but they are forced to Fukusai. As they will go into Gliscor. We'll have to Breaking Swipe here, and barely not enough, and the combination of Fukusai as well, very close. GG, unfortunately. And let's go our next matchup here, and it looks to be a Sticky Web team, and they've got massive threat being Ogerpon, Quarterstone, and I'll go lead off with Cinder here, predicting the Bombi. Yep. As normal, we can just go for substitutes here, and this could just be a Cinder Sweep. As they have the Psychic, which I did not expect. So we will just go for the Fiery Dance here. As long as they don't get up Sticky Webs, we should be fine. And yeah, we can take a hit. It might come down to a speed tie with their Iron Moth and Arcinder as well. So very, very good start for us. Very, very scared of the Ogerpon, as we do get the KO on the Ribombee, which is fantastic for us. They're most likely... Oh no, they go into Iron Vow. Are they go Terror here? I'm just going to go for the Fiery Dance. Oh no, they have Shadow Sneak. We can just go into Phoenix Hilo and just go for the Will-O-Wisp. No reason not to. But having no Sticky Webs up is going to be amazing for our team. Late game accuracy Cannon doing very, very well. As they will opt to go into their own Iron Moth, and they look to be very offensive, this team. Oh yeah, it makes sense because of the Sticky Webs. They have more attack and special attack investment, which does make sense. As they will get the special attack buff, which is scary. We could go to Mufasa here. We could also go to Kirito, go for the no, not really. Oh, this is such a tough spot to be in. We'll just go into Cannon here, go for the Steam Eruption, because they're most likely Terror Ground, which they do reveal. Can we take a hit? No, we do not. This could just be... No, it's not game from here. So we're just in a very, very tough spot. It's been so many tough games today. We will just go into Messi, go for the Flamethrower, get the Iron Moth relatively low, as they will have to go for the Slug Wave. We can go into Kirito here. We could Terror. Oh yeah, I forgot we still had our Terror. Could Terror Fairy there. Completely lost that train of thought there. So we could Swords Dance then Shadow Sneak, which I think we are going to do. And then we can Terror Fairy on the Great Tusk. So they will opt to actually go for the Sludge Wave. We can now just go for the Shadow Sneak, get the KO, which is fantastic. I don't think the crit mattered from that range, as they will now go into Iron Vow. We will Terror Fairy here, go for the Bitter Blade, predicting... Oh yes, Shadow Sneak, there we go. So now we get the KO on the Iron Vow, which is fantastic for us. And yeah, but the big issue here is the Ogerpon and the Great Tusk. I don't think we can break the Great Tusk, but they haven't broke our Focus Sash yet, so we could go for, just keep going for Bitter Blades. As our opponent is going to take the time of what to do, they will go into Great Tusk. We can just go for the Bear Blade. It should do a decent amount of damage. It will not KO though, but we still have our Steady intact, as they will Headlong Rush. We got our Focus Sash, which is fantastic. Go for the Bear Blade again and get the KO. And then the Ogerpon's definitely going to be the next Pokemon next. So it's going to take hit because of its Steady. We will get back into a decent amount, but they will KO us here. We have to go for Dragon Dance here, as they will go for the Ivy Culture. We'll set up a Dragon Dance. We are 1 point faster, and there is no Choice Scarf because they're locked into the mask, so we can just go for the Break and Sweep here, and then go for the Morning Sun in case Goldango takes a hit. And we should take one Shadow Ball. Yes, we can take two. So now we can just go for the Flare Blitz, and that's such a close game. Oh, Kirito really put in the work there, and keeping our Focus Sash intact. I'm surprised that they clicked Sludge Wave. It could have been a misclick, but because they did, it really helped us win that match. And let's go into our final game. It's our final matchup here, and again we have to deal with an Ogerpon, such a massive threat to the team. And Landorus as well, such a massive threat, and with Darkrai, Rotom, Corviknight and Rolling Moon. Go lead off with Phoenix, predicting the Landorus. No, they do just lead straight into Ogerpon. which is really scary. Go have to switch out into cannon, and they can easily just set up a sword stance here. As they will opt to go for the knockoff, which I do not mind. We will go for the flamethrower. I wish we had Sludge Wave instead of air power, honestly. As they will opt to go for the Battle Whip, get the KO on us, which is not great. I'm surprised they actually went for the knockoff there. We can go into Cinder, force the switch or force the Terror, and get the Substitute off and try get a bit of momentum back. We do force the Terror, as they will opt to go for the Ivy Cudgel, which does make sense. We can just go for the Sludge Wave here, but yeah, the Ogerpon's just such a massive threat. We can opt to go for the Dragon Dance here. We will not take another one, but we might actually if we Breaking Sweep, as they will just go into Landorus, which does make sense. They do not want to let Mufasa get out of control. We can just go for Dragon Dance again now and see what they will want to do. They do have Earthquake, so they are physical, which actually really helps. As they will opt to go for the U-turn into Rotom, that's completely fine. We can just go for another Dragon Dance, as they most likely go Full Switch back into the Landorus. And we can just go for a Breaking Sweep here to take any type of hit. They will opt to go for the Earthquake. We can just go for the Morning Sun here. As the Earthquake is still doing a bit too much, so we might actually Tether here and then go for the Morning Sun. So yep, the Earthquake we are taking barely nothing from. Now we can go for the Dragon Dance again, and yeah, it's a very tough situation for our opponent to be in, as they will keep getting the Intimidate off, but it's really not helping them out. As they will just probably double again. We will just go for another. Oh, we do take the hit. That almost scared me. We do get the KO on the Ogerpon, and now we can just go for the Morning Sun again, get our HP back to full, as they will opt to go for the U-turn and then the Full Switch. Oh yeah, unfortunately we did Terror, but now we can just go for the Flare Blitz. As they do predict the Breaking Sweep, we get the KO on the Corviknight, which is fantastic. As they will opt to go back into Landorus, we can just go for the Breaking Sweep here. They will opt to Earthquake. We can just Morning Sun again, and Kirito just looks fantastic. As they will bring in Rotom Rocks, which does make sense. We will want to get some damage off on the Rotom. As they will opt to go for the Full Switch back into Landorus, we will just go for Flare Blitz here. We do get the crit luckily, as they will opt to go for Earthquake. And yep, that is so good for us. We can now just go for the U-turn here, as they will bring in Darkrai, so that's amazing for us. We will now just go into Cinderace, Messi, and then go for the U-turn again, and get the KO, which is fantastic for us. And then we can bring back out Phoenix. They are definitely going to probably bring Rotom here. Yes, they will. We can take a Hydro Pump. Not that well though. So we will go to Messi here, and go into Kirito. Go for the Sword Dance. See if they miss a Hydro Pump maybe. No, they do go for the safe play, and they do opt to go into the Rolling Moon, which does make sense. And then yeah, I think unfortunately this is game here. No, we do get the burn, but that does not matter. Yep, GG, very close one indeed, and I'll see you on the MVP screen. Back to the MVP screen, and yet again it's Kirito with 28 KOs. Kirito has done so much today, has swept the team, has finished off some type teams with Shadow Sneak today. Combination of Sword Dance, it's just been such an immense threat. And I think I know why the opponent went for Sludge Wave on that turn with I Am Off. I think they would have thought we would Terra Grass. So if we teleed grass, we would take the telegraph ground, and then we could catch up from there. So I think that's why they opted to go for Sludge Wave instead. They didn't expect us not to tell that turn, which is fantastic for us. On the other hand, we've had so many losses today. 4 or 5 to be exact, with only, I think, only like 2 wins. Which is a bit of a shame. It means that we are now 1 behind on win to loss ratio. So tomorrow I hope we have a fantastic day, but with also that being said, just having to deal with Water Ogerpon specifically is such a challenge for this team to handle. I'm not going to do it for the last episode, but if I was going to make some changes to this team, I would change Cannon's typing to resist the grass stab move on the Ogerpon, so then we fully roll it, which is a shame. It's a bit of a shame, and again, Garganacle's such another massive threat. I don't really know what we could do to counter Garganacle really, and it's very unfortunate we missed a Hygo's team turn 1 as well. But again, it's Pokemon. You gotta have some bad days, you gotta have some good days, but the team is still very motivated, and we cannot wait to bounce back tomorrow. And with all that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day.